Hey, it's your Taku. Happy 2026. And if you clicked on this video, then you have just been reminded of the nostalgia gut punch, or for the fans, the Hunter Crack Fist nostalgia gut punch from 2025 when we received the news that we were getting a 40th anniversary reboot of Hokuto no Ken. But upon watching the trailer, we noticed there was something extremely different about it compared to the classic version, and that is the introduction of the kind of cell manga 3D cell shaded 2D kind of fusion introduced there. So it was met with a lot of resentment. Okay, people really not feeling that, especially on the heels of like some of the new Baki animation, that ruffled the feathers of the classic anime lovers. And then also, rest in peace, 2015, 2016 Berserk, which I secretly actually enjoyed. I actually liked it. And I've got some other reasons why I am actually kind of warming up to 3D animation. Not saying that, I'm the most hopeful for this retelling here, but I got my reasons. But the first, let's go ahead and revisit this. See, on this opening here, I'm still like, yes, this is yes. Right here is where I got nervous. right here, I think is where we all were like, yes, it really is 3D. This is happening to us. They've gone and done it. The bastards have ruined it. Then when I see this like frame here, I'm like, you know what? This isn't too bad. Maybe they're not going to just spill all of the 3D paint over everything and just have it looking choppy the whole time. Maybe they can make something nice out of this. Yeah, see, this frame right here is where we really started like losing out hope. But when we look back at the original animation and we see just all the fists flying, trying to match what the original manga is showing, we let that slide too. We let that slide too. I am liking the sound. The sound of the content. See, that scene right there, that is the saving grace of why I was like, maybe I can hold out hope here. This actually looks good to me. It looks fine. It looks better than fine. It actually looks good. This is a good looking frame here. And if they can get the cinematography right, then I think it's still going to be at least somewhat watchable. At least somewhat watchable. But you know something? Let me just say this. So I have been, during 2025, I started really dabbling deep into donghua, right? Chinese anime. And a lot of their shows, they've got 2D bangers out there, right? If you haven't seen The Lord of Mysteries, right? I could go on and on. But they've got 3D bangers too. I've been swimming through a sea of, close to maybe 50 or 60 different 3D titles in donghua over the past 2 years, I want to say. And I have found some real gems. Purgatory Walkers, Tales of Herding Gods, Tales of Dark River, On the Edge, which is, I can definitively say this, is my favorite anime right now. my favorite anime right now is not done in 2D. It's done in 3D, and that is something I'm just gonna have to accept right now. You know, your top anime is like a mood, right? It shifts all the time, but I can say confidently, like On the Edge is just a wonderful tale about the Jianghu and a revenge story. You know, the rivers and the lakes are vast, and you watch that, you're gonna learn today. Wonderful cinematography, fight choreography, and drama, action, no fluff. That's for me. In my new experiences with 3D anime being done well, it lets me have hope for things like this, especially when like these colors are good, the shading is good, like this framing is good. You know, the sound quality is good, and you know, pulling these things such from the trailer lets me have more hope than more doom and gloom for the reboot of Fist of the North Star. And it's also being backed by TMS, right? TMS is they're no slouch. Like, let's take a second here. Okay, so like this is the TMS like projects list like site. Go check it out. Sakamoto Days was kind of semi-fresh for me, so it had my attention for a bit. I haven't finished it, admittedly, but now that like it's all like the whole like season is done, I'm gonna clear the season and then go read the manga. But Sakamoto Days looks good, fight choreography good, cinematography good. Those are the things that I really like care about in anime. Those are kind of like some of my top margins on whether or not I'm going to watch something. Undead Unluck, again, another banger. High Card. I loved High Card. Season 1 and 2. Wonderful story, interesting power structure, like interesting lore. High Card I give High Card like an 8 out of 10. Like interesting story, fresh power structure, great characters. And it's not trying to force a ton of shonen tropes, down your throat while being contained in a 2-series finished anime. Right up my alley. Lupin the Third, classic. Lupin the Third has something for everybody, and I might make a video separately talking about why something you love is going to show up in Lupin, like why you should give Lupin the Third a chance, and not just like this modern stuff too, like actually from classic about how Lupin like ran so that other anime could sprint. Just go watch the Blood Spray of Goemon. It's an OVA on how they got Goemon on as part of Lupin's crew, and if you watch that, let Ontaku guide you, right? Let your Ontaku guide you. Baki. Again, another classic. Also had a little dip dabble with some of the like cell shade and 3D animation and did a pretty good job with it. Megalobox. Megalobox, top 5 sports anime of all time. If you're into boxing, if you enjoy full contact sport anime, then this, and you haven't seen Megalobox, watch it. It's amazing. It's got the again, great fight choreography, cinematography. It's got great like frames, good dialogue, great characters that are memorable. It's got character development that doesn't like jump the shark as far as like character development, so far as where it kind of detracts away from any other reason you're watching the show. But incredible show. Megalobox, I give a solid 9. It was very good. What other bangers? Case Closed, again, classic banger. Not super my jam. I do watch like detective anime, but I never really got jiggy with it. Can't really give a rating. Yeah, let's see. There's the season 1 of Megalobox, and let me tell you, Ontaku Chef's Kiss is in the kitchen. Look, what was I just talking about? Goemon Blood Spray. This is short, sweet. It might be like 45 minutes. Something 50 minutes, something like that. You can sit down, get your popcorn, watch it in one take. There are OVAs of most of the Lupin crew about how they like kind of got together, and they're all wonderful. Yeah, like Jigen's Gravestone, like very good. Cyber 6. If you grew up watching Cyber 6, you're blessed. And not only Cyber, I don't know if it's going to come up on this list, but Cyber 6, Batman, the animated series, also backed by TMS, right? So they're capable of greatness, and I know. Just because you have this powerhouse studio behind you does not mean that you're going to lay a golden egg. All right. It doesn't mean that, right? It can still be absolute, trash, doo-doo butter on your breakfast toast, right? But this is another reason why I'm holding out hope. Because TMS has backed incredible series. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Akira, The Gray Man, DuckTales, if you're an otaku like me, if you're up there and you remember that show. Yeah, Tiny Toon Adventures, Superman the Animated Series, Transformers G1. Whew. So, yeah, TMS gives me high hopes for giving us something that's giving us something that we're really going to enjoy. But the last thing I want to end this on is if you have been around a while, or if you're relatively new to anime, but you have seen this classic, Fist of the North Star. Yes, it's amazing. Yes, it did a lot as becoming the cornerstone or the gateway for people to love anime, to experience anime, to go find other anime that to continue loving anime. But if you allow these reboots, and again, same thing with like Berserk, 2016 with Baki, dabbling into associated. If you allow these reboots, these nostalgia gut punches to tarnish your love for the classics, remember, you can always just go back and watch the classic. You don't have to watch this. All right. I don't have to watch this. You don't have to watch this. We don't have to experience this. You can give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot. I hope you give it a shot. Right. But if you allow these things to chip away even a little bit at what you love about the past, then your love for the original is already dead. I do have some videos coming up about my dabbling into 3D donghua and how I was able to find some like Untaku Chef Kiss just masterclass in producing excellent anime in the 3D world, which honestly surprised me. Drop a comment below, like, subscribe, and let me know how you're feeling about a rebooted Fist. Let me know how you feel if you watched that, if you watched the 3D Berserk. Let me know if you watched some of the newer Baki with the splashes of 3D in it. Let me know how you feel about it, and if you're going to give Fist 2026 a chance. Till then, keep loving anime. Otaku out.